What does better education have to do with economic gains? Well, a country's economic growth is dependent on the skills of its workers. And it turns out that math and reading proficiency are good predictors of the skills that lead to growth.
The reason that a country will want to develop economically is to improve the well-being of their population. What is it that makes up the well-being of a population? Income equality, education.
A good public education is a great equalizer as it provides an equal opportunity for the children of the haves and the have-nots. Good public education makes the unfair.
What is Sustainable Development Goal for? The United Nations has adopted the 2030 Agenda on Sustainable Development Goal in September 2015. Among all 17 goals established, SDG 4 has been selected for this study. SDG 4 is about quality education, and the aim or goal for this particular SDG is to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Why do we choose SDG 4 for this study? It's because we hope Malaysia would achieve equitable quality education and are able to promote learning opportunities. Up until today, this country's sources and budget for education purposes are not aligned, and that has caused many students to suffer with lack of technology and essential needs for studies.
You must be wondering how quality education is related to the academic performance or growth. So basically, education and academic performance are likely to be interlinked because having a more educated workforce enables firms to take advantage of new academic opportunities, leading to improved performance. Also, economic growth can lead to a greater national and personal wealth, which increases the resource available and opportunities for education. Economic analysis shows that one of the improvements in school-level education leads to improvement in the academic performance and more. Improvements in cognitive skills rather than years of schooling will have a strong influence on academic growth. Therefore, the quality of education is very important.
Social economy is when all business activities is driven by a strong social mission as well as intention towards its people and members to ensure the project worked on is economically viable. It is an act where the economy is placed at the service of society. Education, in every sense, is one of the fundamental factors of development. No country can achieve sustainable economic development without substantial investment in human capital. Education raises people's productivity, creativity, and promotes entrepreneurship, also technological advances. In addition, it plays very crucial role in securing distribution. But not everyone is privileged enough to pursue their education since they face a variety of challenges. Some of the challenges include low income. This could happen from working an unfavorable job or treated unfairly due to skin color, race, or age or gender. Next is poor living conditions, which could happen from or related to poverty. And the last problem is lack of awareness on social and educational knowledge, which could happen when the parents neglect the necessary education for their child needs.
SDG 4 have 10 targets, and one of the targets that we are keen on about is the SDG 4.A. SDG 4.A stated that the target is to provide safe, non-violent, inclusive, and effective learning environment for all. This could be related to be having schools with access to electricity and the internet for pedagogical purposes.
Our finding is basically based on our research question, and our first research question is: do students from low-income families face more difficulty when pursuing quality education? And to answer that question is yes, because low socio-economic status (SES) students are often left home to fend for themselves and their younger siblings while their caregivers work for long hours. Low-income students or families are difficult to afford school supplies. The back-to-school season calls for a whole lot of shopping might be a problem for them. When talking about meals at school, low-income students might not facing a problem because government have implemented rancangan makanan tambahan that providing additional food. Next, nowadays, technology staff have implemented in the school, while tablets, laptop, and all kinds of educational software are being implemented in the classroom across the country. Some of the students, especially from low-income background, may not be able to purchase the technology stuff. When the student want to further their study in the university or college, some of them might have a problem for financial problem. It shows that the percentage student enroll in the college from different group income, especially for low income, that have not reached 50% over the years. For next research question is, does the quality of education depend on their locality or living environment? So basically, quality of education field is depending on their quality of teaching and learning process, educational facilities and infrastructure. Among the educational resource, teachers are one of the most mobile among the inputs used in the education. Many teachers like to teach in a high SES school than a low SES school. Chance for a teacher to move or willing to move to teach in a low SES school than high SES school is 4 times lower. As we can see, students from urban areas such as Kuala Lumpur or other city will have better surrounding to study with a great teacher, while their friends in the rural area are struggling with the lack of textbook, professional teachers and facility. Several schools located in the area which can be only accessed by using restricted road access or even system of river for transport, such as state in Sarawak. This situation affects the school in lack of professional teachers. The bar chart below show comparison of salary between urban and rural area. This might be the reason why teachers are willing to teach in the urban area compared to the rural area.
Now, for our third research question, why is it important to raise awareness on how crucial quality education is for all, especially among low-income families? Statistically, people in the low-income range are more likely to not have received a proper formal education. This serves as a problem since they have not been exposed to any sort of formal learning environment. Many of them lack the awareness or understanding of how crucial it is to receive a formal education. As you can see in the graph, based on a study conducted on a number of households in Sabah, the highest percentage of children who received no formal schooling have parents who never attended school. Based on this trend, these children will grow up without an education, and possibly their children will suffer the same fate. Therefore, the people of Malaysia must be made aware of the importance of receiving a quality education so that our children will grow up to be strong upholders of society and prime contributors towards the Malaysian economy. To conclude our findings, this is why the Social Development Goal 4A is highly important to us, especially in our country. SDG 4A strives to provide a safe, conducive and effective learning experience for all. This especially applies to the current era where COVID-19 plagues us all and the internet and technology play a significant role in allowing us to properly attend classes, study and obtain knowledge. Currently, Malaysia has not yet managed to achieve this goal, since a significant percentage of people still suffer due to a lack of current essential needs for learning, like electricity and the internet, such as in the villages located in the hinterland of Sabah and Sarawak. This is further proven by a survey we conducted on various students in the country, including Sabah, whereas you can see in the pie chart, almost half of the respondents still fail to receive a proper connection to the web to facilitate their online learning. This is why the Malaysian government needs to provide more incentives in helping those having trouble in conducting the online learning experience and ensure everyone can experience the same online learning experience equally. Maybe the government could start by providing free internet and electricity for all, especially for those who live far away from modern society.
In conclusion, the social economy of Malaysia depends on the quality of education. A good quality of education would level the playing field in which the children would be provided equal opportunities to access quality education, regardless of their social statuses. As quoted by YB, a good public education makes the unfair world fairer. There are 3 ways to relate the quality of education to the social economy of Malaysia. The first one being that a good quality education would yield more competent human capital, which means that they will be more confident and have better knowledge, which is most definitely a plus in this knowledge-based economy. Secondly, the economy would be boosted because with the increase in competent human capital, there will also be an increase in productivity from all sectors. And last but not least, an increase in job opportunities would arise, which means this would reduce the social disparity between social classes such as B40, M40, and T20. And this would be further reflected in our GDP, which will be higher, which means that our economic growth is good. We hope that our results would raise awareness regarding the importance of quality education, because not all places have good quality of education. This is a serious issue and it might stunt our economic growth in the future, if not taken seriously. The government has done great work with the Kampung Tanpa Wayar program, which provides internet access, but with the available funds, there's still so much more room to improve. The teachers should be well-versed, high-performing, and passionate, because better teachers would lead to much better human resources, which leads to positive growth in economic and social development. That is all from us. Thank you.